Hello and welcome back. I recently did a video a few weeks back on the brutal assassination of General Samuel Cato, and I thought it would be interesting to focus on one of the more fascinating and yet terrifying individuals during the Liberian Civil War. Now listen, I had to be very careful looking up General Butt Naked. I mean, the man fought naked.
It was the means of displaying my power. When I'm naked, I disappear faster. When I'm naked, I activate my spiritual powers faster than when I had on clothes. So that was why I was naked.
He fought literally butt naked, hence his name. Now, the last thing I was going to do was upset YouTube's guidelines by posting naked pictures of the man himself. So from the thumbnail, assume that he fought naked. Now, with that cleared up, we can look into who this man was. Now, viewers' discretion is advised, particularly for this video, because it's quite brutal. I would recommend you watch other videos that I've done, but this video particularly, if you're quite squeamish about the death and the murder of children, I would highly recommend that you don't watch this video. And guys, let me know what you think. I'll try to do a more kind of relaxed version of my videos. Usually I tend to have a script, and I usually have a script that I can kind of read off, but I thought I'll try and change my style over time and trying to get more comfortable in speaking, kind of having a freestyle. So guys, let me know what you think about that flow. I know that my channel has slowly grown over the last few months, so I'm really happy with that. I can see that there's a good amount of response with some of my videos, so I'll try and upload as regularly as possible. And obviously with my work schedule and just life in general, it's quite busy creating and putting this stuff together, so I'm going to try my best to ensure that I get straight to the video without fumbling up on words, etc., and give you the content that you guys are looking for, but also have a more kind of interactive engagement with you guys as well. Upload regularly and try and interact with you guys through the comment sections, and obviously as my channel grow, I'll try and maintain that over time and make sure that I can interact with my audience through other social platforms as well eventually, once I get more notoriety. So again, it'll come with time, but without further ado, let's start with the video. Josh Milton Blahyi, now a man of God who preaches the gospel, was once a Liberian rebel commander during the First Liberian Civil War from 1989 to 1997. He famously drank the blood of children before going into battle naked and cannibalized his enemies. Blahyi was born on September 30th, 1971 in Monrovia, Liberia, the capital. His ethnic clan, the Karen tribe that lived in Sanoa country, Liberia's south. The belief in black magic and superstition was very common and still is to this day. The nature of these black magic sometimes led to ritual murder of children in the hope of protection and wealth. According to Blahyi himself, he was just 7 years old when his father voluntarily gave him up to the Karen elders, who initiated him as a priest in 1982. It was a post, he said, that required ritual human sacrifice. Visions would decide who was to be sacrificed, claimed Blahyi. As a high priest, he would give the victim's last name to its village elders. They would then lead a procession to the victim's house of honor, abducting the sacrificing child atop an altar. This went on for many years and would continue throughout the war. When the child was killed, his body parts would be taken. As part of the pro-Do United Liberation Movement of Liberia for democracy, General Butt Naked waged wars of shock and awe without the need of heavy equipment. He wore nothing but sneakers and wielded a machete. He butchered women, children and babies, eating their hearts and dividing its spoils. After all, the general was never hit with a single bullet. He estimated that he and his militia had killed at least 20,000 people. Now, with all the killing, in 1996, a vision of God appeared before the general. Just before he butchered another child, he sent his underage troops to bring him clean water. He was about to eat the boy's heart and launch into yet another massacre, when Jesus had told him to repent or live, or if you refused, he would die. When the blood stains of the child still in one hand, with a machine gun in one hand and a man's genital in another hand, he refused to kill anyone anymore. I mean, that is some brutal way to get some visions. I mean, he's a free man now. He's also a preacher who rehabilitates children who were child soldiers once. And he roams freely in Liberia. Thank you for listening to the story of General Butt Naked. If you want to learn more about Liberia, I would recommend you watch my other video on Samuel Cato, or my brief history on Liberia that I had done previously. So I hope you found this video interesting, and let me know what you guys think.